What's up YouTube, Glenn here. Just thought I'd share another quick video with you guys. Today I'll be talking about why I'm going to be returning this thing, the Samsung Gear 360 2017 edition. So a few reasons why I'm going to return this. For one, when I first got into 360 filming, I thought it was great. I've got myself a pair of VR goggles when I bought my phone. Started looking at YouTube videos of 360 stuff. Thought it was really cool, and noticed online that there are cameras that you can get like this one that will shoot 360-degree footage. And I thought it'd be really cool to pick one of those up and be able to, take video footage of the surroundings around me, things that I experience in life, and put those on YouTube and share those with people. So one of the cameras that I found, which I thought was great because it works with my Samsung Galaxy S8, was the Gear 360. And so I went out, purchased one of those, got a great deal on it from Best Buy, got them to actually price match Amazon's price online. And so super excited about it. Went out and started recording a few things. We had a carnival a couple days after I got it here in town, or fair, and so went on a few carnival rides. Took my camera with me, filmed some of that, and right off the bat I noticed that the image quality was very poor. Not what I expected at all, because this camera is 4K. I thought that it was going to be great footage. But what I quickly learned about 360-degree cameras is they're just taking that 4K image and wrapping it completely around you. So what you're actually looking at any given moment is not 4K. It's basically a zoomed in portion of that 4K image. And so if you've ever seen any kind of digital, which I'm sure we all have, any kind of digital picture that is zoomed in, it starts to become very pixelated. And so that's exactly what happens with this camera. So when you're trying to shoot something all the way around you or something detailed off in the distance, it's not very good at all. It does okay with the things up close, but things at a distance, not very good. So I was pretty disappointed with that aspect of it. YouTube these days, people post very high quality videos, very high quality images, and to put something like that up there, not very many people are going to want to watch that. 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, it would have been great. Would have gotten a lot of views, but these days probably would get a lot of thumbs down in my opinion. But anyways, give you an example here. And so I'll also leave some links below for some of the 360 videos that I did on another channel. And but that's my first complaint about it. My second complaint is basically the connectivity for the app. It uses Bluetooth, and they do have a pretty cool app that goes along with the Gear 360. And so it allows you to place the Gear 360 somewhere, and you can control everything on the camera from the app. You can see what the camera sees, which is really cool because it's pretty hard to set up the camera for a 360 shot, and you definitely don't want to be standing right there next to the camera, which I have at times. But being able to use the app helps. However, that app, like I said, using Bluetooth on this, the connectivity is very poor. Couple times I set up to do a few shots, wanted to get away from the camera so I'm not in the footage. 8-10 feet away, it begins to lose connection. Maybe 15 feet at the max, and so not like normal Bluetooth where you get like 30 or so feet away. And so when you're trying to stay out of a 360-degree shot, there's not a lot of things that you can hide behind to stay out of the image. And so that really is not good. I set up the camera at one point thinking I was getting some pretty cool footage, waited for about 5 minutes thinking it was recording. Couldn't really tell because the app had disconnected. When I walked back to the camera, it had stopped recording, only recorded about 10 seconds of it. I had no clue. So that's my second complaint on it. The third complaint, which is a pretty big one, is the autofocus. So recently my family and I, we went on a trip into Nevada, border of Nevada and California. We went to Lake Tahoe, which is a beautiful place. It's my first time being there. Went to Kings Beach, and they have a great pier there, and I thought that would be really awesome to go out onto the end of that pier and be able to take some 360-degree footage. And so I set it up at the end of the pier on the tripod, used the app, stand fairly close because didn't want anybody walking away with the camera. Set that up, and of course people were walking around the pier, and it's trying to constantly autofocus on everybody that's moving around, and it makes it look like it's pumping the image, focusing on everything. And so when you're doing a 360-degree shoot, you don't want the image going like that everywhere around it. And there's not much that you can do to take that out. The software for editing 360-degree film is very limited. It comes with Cyberlink, I think it's Action Director, which is very, very limited. It's cool that you can edit 360-degree software, but I actually have the full version of Cyberlink Power Director, and that has for 360-degree footage. But even still, it's limited on what you can do. You can't blur people's faces out. You can't use any of the motion tracking, that sort of thing. So you have to be very careful in what you shoot in 360-degree footage, because there's not much that you can edit out with it. So also while I was in Nevada, there was a really cool thunder lightning storm going on. Set the camera up, thought it would be awesome to maybe catch some really cool lightning in 360-degree footage. Since this thing's splash proof, I didn't have to worry about it getting wet or anything like that, because it wasn't bad enough to where it's gonna drown this thing in water. Anyways, water droplets got on the lenses, and it was trying to focus on those water droplets as they're going down the screen, and so everything around it was basically unusable footage. And so I wasn't very satisfied with that at all. Pretty much both of those, which I was hoping were going to be memorable moments, were just useless footage. And the mic here on the side got some water on it, and it completely muffled the sound. You couldn't really hear much at all. But I guess that's kind of to be expected. My fourth complaint about this Samsung Gear 360 is it doesn't handle heat very well. So that same trip there at the pier in Lake Tahoe, having it set up on the tripod, it was only there for a few minutes. It was a very cool day, not too hot at all. About half an hour before I was shooting it was thunder, lightning, rain. There was a cool breeze, just to kind of give you an idea of what the temperature was like. And having this thing, once the sky kind of cleared up at the end of the pier, it had the sun on it, and it started to actually fog up one of the lenses. So I'll give you a sample of that here. And so, you can see that if it fogs up the lens, you're not going to be able to see really anything in that area except for a big, foggy spot, which nobody's going to want to see that. But it makes me think, if it can't really handle temperatures like that with the sun beating on it, then I live in the Central Valley of California, and it can get to 110 degrees here. And so if I wanted to take some kind of footage and it's 110 degrees, is it going to fog up both these lenses? Where you can't really see anything anyways. And so I did hear that was also a complaint with the older version of the 360, but I thought maybe they had rectified some of that in this, and but they obviously didn't, and I don't know, maybe that's something that's pretty difficult to deal with. But yeah, so those are my main reasons. I'm taking this thing back before I get stuck with it, because I don't think that I will really be using this at all. Because if the quality is that poor, what use is it really going to be? So if you guys have any comments to any of this, any questions to any of this, please leave them in the comment section below. I hope this helps, because had I seen a few things like this, maybe I wouldn't have purchased this. I may still have, you know, because I like to try things out for myself. But at least it'll give you guys some real expectations of what this thing will do. Or if you already have one and you're experiencing those things, you'll at least know that it's not your camera, it's not broken, it's other people are experiencing that too. So hope this helps. Please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That really encourages me to spend the time, because it does take quite a bit of time to do this stuff, but it encourages me to spend the time to produce more of these videos. And please subscribe to the channel for more. And I hope that helps, YouTube. Look forward to seeing you again soon.